once again you listen to Wrestling Talking. Because there's not enough wrestling podcasts out there. Nowhere near enough. To my left, as ever, sits Jolie Le Bear. I can't remember the French
really,
bear.
really, but all right, it's Jolly the Bear. If you want to translate it into French, brilliant. Tag us, commentators, and do it.
Ursay. That's it. Ursay.
Do you know what? I'm going to look.
Yeah, go for it. And 'tis I, Hefty Cleft, or, as I am now known at work, El Negativo, the work champion. Because at work, on the they have a work-based Facebook, which is a thing.
Oh God, you on Facebook?
And it Jolly the Bear, Jolly Lures, O-U-R-S.
Right.
But
anyway,
obviously L apostrophe O-U-R-S.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, work-based champion, because what they do like guess the winner of each match on a pay-per-view, and then there's like a tiebreaker where you guess the correct time. And I was the one who got the most right and got closest to the right time, guessing the...
What, for the entire pay-per-view?
For the Survivor Series, yeah.
Bloody hell, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you win out?
No. I get... Their banner is the belt, and I get my nom de plume, my nickname, my pseudonym, my El Negativo is on there. I am on the nameplate.
Fair enough.
And it rests there until probably Clash of Champions.
Well, congratulations,
Indeed.
champion.
It was hard earned, and I congratulate all the other competitors, because I'm going to put this, not a link, because fuck, I'm not going to put anything like this. No links are going on work-based Facebook.
We all know what happens with that.
Yes, I will encourage people to find this, and hopefully maybe some of them will listen. We are here to talk about Survivor Series this time. Olaf is pillaging.
Yes.
But he is keeping his dick to himself. He has taken note of the news, and his penis is staying firmly within his trousers. There will be no Louis C.K. antics.
Do you know what? I'll give credit where credit's due. It was actually one of the best Survivor Series I have seen in a number of years.
Yeah.
And this is a big, bold statement, it was one of the best of the four for me. I thought it was way better than SummerSlam. Mm-hmm. I thought it beat WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. And the Royal Rumble, with the exception of the AJ Styles and John Cena match from Royal Rumble, I thought this beat all of them.
Yeah, I could probably go with that. I will also say, if you can hear any sort of crunching sounds...
That's my balls.
Yeah, Jolly's balls, what he's doing, he's sort of shifting up and down wooden slats. And just gently, they're very heavy, but also very coarse.
No, it's not. It's our mascot. We've got our mascot
Jolly's
today.
anus.
No.
Chewing on a bone.
Our mascot. Our beagle mascot, stop it.
Anywho,
we want people to listen to this, not be turned off.
I want people to listen, but also to think, oh, they've probably got something wrong with them. That's always my goal.
If they know us, they know we...
If they know us, that's why they're not listening.
We're talking to ourselves, because we'll be listening to it. But yeah.
Sad but true.
So let's kick on with the show.
We're ignoring everything before. What we will say is, War Games came on Saturday. Very good.
Bottom, yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
All very good stuff. The pre-show, absolute filler material, and
Well, can I just quickly go through it?
No. Match number 1. I was surprised this was first, but recently I've taken to having really good matches being the first match. And
yeah, and the problem I've got with that is, can the rest of the card follow, if not be better than the match? And we saw the New Day from SmackDown Live versus Raw's The Shield.
This is not Roman Reigns' song. The tempo is different. Not Roman Reigns' song. Bro.
Oh, I like that. Please do that on the indie scenes. So the Shield got back together. Yeah. First pay-per-view properly, them together.
Where Roman Reigns hadn't been doing stuff, getting some mumps
from JoJo and his cousins and brothers and stuff like that.
From all the smooching of Bray Wyatt he's been doing, all the kissing of the lips.
Yeah. I have not got tired of the New Day. Their matches have been excellent.
Yep.
The last 6 months to 8 months, there was a bit of a downturn, but they were fantastic, and they did it.
The feud with the Usos has really brought something back.
Especially when they did it to the Hell in a Cell, which will go on to the Usos in a bit.
Guys who know what they're doing, and that includes Roman Reigns. I don't like Roman Reigns, but
But you've got... Same with John Cena. You don't like John Cena. People may not like John Cena, but he works his ass off.
Yep.
And you can't knock somebody for working.
They
may not be the best.
The only thing which Matthew of Botchamania pointed this out, his... Credit to Matthew. His smug little fucking grin. He's not... His facials, his emotions, he's slimy Italian waiter who's trying to hit on your girlfriend and knows it's your girlfriend look. I know I could have her anytime. And I will have her. My dick might be smaller than yours, but she would want me more. But, I mean, for the match itself, I love the very beginning bit where each of the teams took turns dominating. It was almost like a contrast of, we are the best, and each of us will lead the match. I saw. There was one bit where it looked like it was Rollins doing the the Unicorn Stampede or whatever. Yeah. Where the New Day revolved around. Yeah. And Rollins started doing the stomps, and then tagged in. Ambrose started doing the stomps. Then Reigns came in, and he just sort of, I think it might have been Kofi or something. He just looked at him and was like, "Oh, okay then. That's fine." Of which Cole and that. Mentioned on the commentary, like, oh my god, they're doing it. It's just like the New Day, and now then Roman's being methodical. The only negativity I have is the fans. I actually thought Roman Reigns did quite well in this match, and there were still people booing him. Yeah, compared to his other stuff. Yeah, this was far better than the Undertaker match for me. Oh yeah. This also was as good, if not better, than the stuff that he did with John Cena. I just thought it was really, really good. Yeah. Other points that I noticed regarding it was, I always worry about Big E when he does that bloody spear. Because the last time he did it, he nearly killed himself. Yeah, the momentum. He's not a light guy. No, and either he'll carry on through because the guy will let go at the right time, and then he's going to jar his head and neck into a barricade, or if the guy doesn't release quite at the right time and he has that sort of stall, and he flops really. Well, I've seen him where he's clipped his foot and gone over and landed on his head. I've seen it where the other person hasn't been as committed to him and basically let him drop his, like what Cesaro did when he won in his Best of 7 series with Sheamus, where he hit his head. For a big guy, he's got a lot of faith in other people. Yeah. But he took it on to Rollins, and I must admit, Rollins is someone that I would have a lot of faith in. Just don't tell that to Bret Hart. Yeah. Bret Hart is not like Seth Rollins or anything to do with wrestling in general. I just imagine Bret Hart outside his house. Rocking backwards and forwards like that. I used to be big, you know? Yes. These fucking kids these days need each other in the face. That ain't wrestling. They don't know how good they've had it. Grandpa, quit yelling at clouds, eh? Who are you talking to? But yeah, as a starter, I thought it was a fantastic opener. Yeah. What a match to start with. Yeah. As if you want to call it a grading. The highest my grading goes is A+. I would definitely give it an A. It was, very good. Okay, if we go A+ as your highest, I'll say A+. Yeah. Shield win. The right thing to do. Yes. Because they need to stay on that. They need to stay on that momentum. Next up, the ladies are in town. So it was one of the. It was a. I didn't think it would be as. I didn't think it was as bad as I was expecting. So we saw on SmackDown Live Becky Lynch, Carmella, Natalya, Tamina. With Lana, because why would she be with Rusev? Why would she? And then feeling the glow, Naomi on Team Raw. Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox. I hate the way they're using Noam Dar. It makes me really sad. I've always loved Noam Dar since I first saw him. Yeah, PCW. 5 years ago now. Yeah. Alicia Fox, Bayley, Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, and Oksana. I used to like Oksana, but purely on a physical level.
No,
Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka.
It was what it was.
I didn't like this match. There was just a lot of, I don't know. It felt like a lot of things went wrong. Like the Bayley pinning Becky Lynch.
With a roll up.
Yeah, what?
But did she do that because just before that we saw Stephanie go, "Hey, don't be the Bayley hugger.
Yeah.
Be the Bayley that goes out and beats people."
Yeah.
And I don't get that.
Not impressed at the way Becky got eliminated.
No, I actually thought
doing that to Tamina, fine. Doing that to Carmella, fine. Not Becky.
Your team captain, unless there is an angle with it, should not go out that early. And with everyone that was in both teams, there is no reason why Becky should have gone out to Bayley.
Bayley was the first pin for her team, and she was pinned by Tamina.
Yeah.
With another. This was when she did another awful Superfly splash?
Yes. Well, she did two, didn't she?
How? You've been doing that splash for what, 6 years? Why is it still so awful? Just the Usos look great, and just stop doing it.
Becky got
roll up pin by Bayley.
Tamina
Superfly splash pin
Superfly Bayley. Tamina then forced Nia to get a count out,
which was how she was always going to go down.
Yes, there was no way she was going to get pinned, unless they had a pile up pin, like we've seen in the past. Yeah. It's the only way you're going to get Nia out.
Yeah.
And then Naomi pinned Alicia Fox.
Was that split leg moonsault?
I can't remember.
I just remember the pin was just fucked up.
If you see it, just comment and just let us know what it was, because I can't remember. There was too much going on.
That was the pin that got fucked up, wasn't it? Because the referee didn't count 3, and then he was like, "You're eliminated," and the announcement never came out. She was eliminated.
Yeah. It was, and then we had Sasha put Naomi into a submission.
Yeah, got a bank statement.
And then Asuka
just kicked the fucking head off Carmella.
Yeah, Carmella tried, and then it was like she hulks up and then braid the shit out of her. And then Natalya made Sasha Asuka put Tamina in a submission. And then Asuka to Natalya, she dropped to what looked like a stunner, a sit down stunner like Ryback used to do, and then straight away locked on the Asuka lock.
Yeah.
I thought that 10 seconds was fucking awesome from Asuka.
Yeah. I don't think she should have been in the match.
No.
It's kept her undefeated, but meh. And also, I have a real worry that Asuka is immediately come in and been treated like Shinsuke Nakamura. She had a real mystique in NXT.
And now she's going to get watered down.
Yeah, and she'd just destroy people. And now, like in the first match with Emma, like that match was about, 15 minutes?
Yes, and Emma dominated both matches that they had.
Not Asuka's,
and then Asuka wins.
That is not Asuka's character. No. Asuka should have literally come in, looked at Emma, just kicked her in the head, and put her in a submission.
Yeah.
And that should have been it.
For me, I enjoyed the match. I wouldn't say it's brilliant. I enjoyed it. Exactly what you've just said. It kept Asuka undefeated. If they're going to do that whole thing of, if she got pinned in the match, they could say, "Oh yeah, but it was in a Survivor Series match."
Doesn't count.
It doesn't count. Yeah, like if you're in a tag team match and you don't get pinned, it doesn't count. They've kept the undefeated streak if they're going to go with it. However, I agree with you. You were completely spot on with the whole thing of how they treat NXT stars to the main roster. It's almost as if they go, right, you've never seen this person before. Yeah. You don't know what this person's done before. And then turn around and go, this person's from NXT. But you're treating them as if we've never seen them before.
Yeah.
So like the Shinsuke thing, even to an extent, Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
How awesome were they both on NXT, and they've come here and it's just like the fans are like, if I want to watch you, I'll watch you on NXT.
We will get onto both them later because I have issues with the way they were used in their matches.
So what's your lowest rate marking on? A plus being your top?
A plus being top. Well, technically my lowest grade would be F, This wasn't an F because
I'll put it somewhere in a bit. I'll put it round about a D.
I would.
It was entertaining, but not special.
Yeah,
it's the WrestleMania thing for the Andre the Giant thing.
Yeah,
it's the you're getting a payday.
Could do better.
Yeah. So next we had US champion for SmackDown Live, Baron Corbin versus the Intercontinental champion from Raw, The Miz. What were your thoughts leading up to this? Because obviously it's a champion versus champion match.
I thought they were going to have a real hard time of it because it was heel versus heel. However, a lot of people in that crowd were obviously, quote unquote, smart marks or what have you, because they appreciated what Miz has done.
I think The Miz is a fantastic wrestler. I think, especially coming from where he came from to be where he is now. He's been in the company pretty much 13, 14 years. Brilliant.
Yeah.
I give 2 thumbs up. I give so much credit to him.
It was a lot better match than I expected.
Yes.
Not an awful lot really happened, but neither of them are move guys.
No.
They're solid guys.
Yeah.
And
you've got Baron Corbin, who's over 6 foot, who can't run.
I do wish he'd shave his fucking head, though.
Yeah.
What is that hair?
He's turning into Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan, that's like Bill bloody Bailey with that hair.
Yeah. I just thought it went back and forth. It was a good mixture. If you call it a 10-minute match, they both spent 5 minutes each.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
I figured that, when I was looking at it, okay, maybe this is going to be the way that it pans out, just because they need to make those numbers equal. If you do hear any other weird noises, the mascot is now asleep and snores quite heavily.
He's lovely. But yeah, I thought it was a fluid wrestling.
Yeah.
Going forward, I thought the right person won because The Miz doesn't need, especially with what happened on Raw, it's actually quite good that he was on a downward slope. He's like, oh God, I've lost now. What else can happen to me?
Yeah.
And then what happened on Raw happens and he goes, bugger.
It verges probably, this is it's between a C+ and a B-. I will look on the positive side and give it a B-. There's nothing there that's going to make you go, oh wow, this isn't going to be the match that converts a non-wrestling fan.
But it wasn't shit.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad match. It was a very good match. Very sound match.
It wasn't one of those that I went, do you know what? I want to forward this.
Yeah.
So for me, I'll give it a B. If we go by your standards of ruling, I'll go B because it was a solid, good match. Going on to the next one, we had the
Bar,
which are I absolutely love these two, Cesaro and Sheamus.
I love their jackets because I especially love Sheamus's because he's got not only a pickle Rick, but he's also got a Mighty Boosh monkey symbol.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah,
big up.
That's my guy.
Big up Mighty Boosh.
That's my guy right there.
And I'll give a big credit to Sheamus because he's not very good as a singles wrestler at times, but as a tag team wrestler, he's spot on.
And the Bar, we're fighting Oos. Thank you. Again, technically heel versus heel,
but it worked.
The Usos now are in a weird middle ground of being a tweener. It's weird where they are right now.
You know what? To be honest, the Bar and the Usos and the New Day and the Shield, how both them teams wrestled, all 4 of them wrestled, I'd have watched that for 3.5 hours.
Fair.
If they just did a show with just them, I'd have watched it because, again, I have no issue with this match. I thought both teams were fantastic. I don't know what else to say other than these guys are the top of... If you want to do it for tag team, they're the top of the tag team class at the moment. There is no one touching them.
When this was made, you knew you were going to be a good match. You got a good match. I'd give this one a B+. I don't think it was as good as a 6-man tag, but really good.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I thought the right team won.
I'll bring it up now in case I forget at the end, but my issue with the Survivor Series is really the only thing on the line is brand supremacy, which means 0, because as of next week, it will not be mentioned again.
Yeah.
And
you want it like the Attitude Era where if like The Rock beat Austin, he takes the belt over to SmackDown.
Yeah, nothing right now. Nothing there, nothing here meant anything in the long run.
It's just dream matches.
Yeah, and that's good, but it moves nothing forward. So Survivor Series really has to be looked at in a bubble of its own making.
It's a one-off. You're not gonna, as you I completely agree with you. If you look at it as a show, it's brilliant. But as part of the company, it other than having a good match, it's not gonna do anything for anybody. Because no one's gonna walk away with a victory other than Raw or SmackDown as a main thing.
The only thing that can move anything forward is if someone who you are an enemy with on your brand comes in and interferes in your match. And
like for instance Baron Corbin with Kalisto, that type of thing.
Yeah. So there's no, like I say, it's its own little bubble, and that's my issue with the event. But now and again, maybe you want to be taken away from the stories because maybe some of them are absolutely horrible, and you have this one-off thing, and you get your dream matches, and you go, yep, really good event. Same as like, on an indie, you don't necessarily have a story going into every match.
No.
PWG doesn't build up a storyline that's carrying on all throughout. It's just, right, here's a bunch of indie guys, they're just going to do some flips and shit. And it's a really good evening.
As long as you enjoy it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'll say B. Yeah.
B, yeah.
So next up we had the daughter of the legend, the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Little Miss cries a lot.
Who is back on his feet, as we saw last SmackDown, which is always good.
Yeah.
Yeah, his daughter Charlotte Flair facing the 5 foot ball of fury, Bliss, Piss Pants, Alexa Bliss.
I'll just be straight up. I think this is probably. I feel awful, but it is between this and the women's 5 versus 5 that were the worst match of the night. So I just really don't think they were very good. And
the problem you've got is when you have that brand versus brand, because they're not wrestling with each other all the time.
You don't get the chance to wrestle. You don't get the chance to try out in dark matches and live events where you can wrestle each other 5-6 times in a month or whatever. Get the feel of each other.
You're doing the thing that you do on an indie match, an indie show, which is right. The earlier you turn up, the quicker you can get this match sorted. So if you're here 2 hours, you've got 2 hours to sort out this match.
Yeah.
For me, this was the toilet break match.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
But they were able to keep the fans interested.
Yeah.
Because the fans weren't dead. They weren't quiet. When we've seen pay-per-views before and they're like, they clearly don't give a shit.
Yeah.
The fans were still into it.
Yeah.
But I think at this point now, they're almost like, can we have a break now, please?
Yeah.
Can we pause? And
we've already had it. Survivor Series also doesn't need a 2-hour pre-show.
Yeah.
Where people are filing in and still watching stuff. That's, again, they need to find that sweet middle ground where things need to be. There was nothing overly bad, but when two wrestlers just don't gel.
Like some of the times when Alexa Bliss has faced other people.
Yeah, she's still really new. Charlotte and Alexa was very choppy, stop, start.
It's the equivalent of having two leads to a dance.
Yeah.
They were both trying to dominate.
Yeah.
But they didn't gel in a way because they're both trying to do their own thing instead of
they didn't incorporating their role.
Yeah,
almost.
Instead of incorporating it with other people, they were going, well, I'm going to do this and you're going to do this. And if it works, brilliant. If it doesn't, well, tough shit. Because we're not going to wrestle each other.
It was, again, though, by no means bad. There was no bad match here. This, to jump straight to my score, it's, again, probably a D, verging to D minus. I also will say, you are never going to convince me Alexa Bliss is beating anyone with a fucking right-handed punch.
No.
She's not the Big Show, and I have trouble suspending my disbelief with his weapon of mass destruction. But no, Alexa Bliss, without it being William Regal's power of the punch, with the old cheeky knuckle dusters, you're not convincing me she's beating anyone with that, and I wish they'd don't make that a thing. So
for me, it was entertaining, yeah. There was quite a few misses. But is that because you've got someone who's 5 foot facing somebody who's 6 foot odd? That type of thing. For me, I'll say a C. It was, again, all the matches in the show were really good. Were okay. None of them I were like forward through it. I were entertained, but I agree with you. Out of all of them, that may have been like the lowest on the card for me.
Yeah.
And then we lead into what some people were saying a dream match. I don't know how you can call it a dream match for me, but I think it's the right people to hold the belts.
A freak show match for me.
We have the phenomenal AJ Styles.
He don't want none. No, he don't want none. No, he don't want none. No, he don't want none.
Hang on, let me knock him.
He don't want... Oh, sorry.
The phenomenal AJ Styles, who is the WWE champion for SmackDown Live, versus...
Do the impression. Do a Paul Heyman impression.
Brock Lesnar! Sorry, it was more Vince that.
Yeah, that was. I feel like he's getting fired.
Yes.
The rumour is that Brock really wanted this match, and he was really happy that he was going to get with AJ Styles.
Which is why AJ took the belt.
Yeah. But, man, sometimes when Brock is laying stuff in like he was at the beginning of this match, I watch the beginning of this match and you get someone to tell you wrestling is fucking fake.
Watch the first 10 minutes.
Oh, man.
It was like watching a woman at self-defense course brain the shit out of a sack of salt. Sack of rice. It was awful. It was like watching a dad beat the shit out of a 4-year-old.
There are some times when Brock Lesnar makes me really uncomfortable, and this is one of them. I think AJ Styles would have the wherewithal to say, well, no, I'm going to take a powder. I'm going to go outside if he's actually going to hurt me.
Yeah.
So you know that he is all right, but that's stiff shit.
I would not want any of my stars to face Brock Lesnar because I'd be scared that he'd kill him. But yeah, going into it, I mean, as you said, first 10 minutes, it was just watching Brock Lesnar throw around the ragdoll.
Yeah.
And dear God, did AJ take it?
But it's testament to how good AJ Styles is.
Yeah.
That he can obviously make that look believable, but at the same time, his comeback looked just as believable.
And that come out, and he got thrown into turnbuckle, and you didn't think you thought, it's just going to be like a fucking squash match, like he did with John Cena.
Yeah.
And then next minute, AJ Styles gets that Hulk moment.
Yeah.
Almost like that smell of salts under his nose.
Yeah.
And he goes, do you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to have a go. If I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down fighting. And dear God, did AJ put some work in. There was one little bit where he turned round after the match, and Paul Heyman said to him, are you all right?
Yeah.
And you catch it there, and the camera catches Brock going, no.
Yeah.
I'm not. So he's either doing it for character, or he legitimately hurt himself from AJ's calf crusher, which he did later on.
Mm.
The fact that you get Brock Lesnar in a calf crusher, and you see Brock Lesnar squealing like a pig.
Yeah.
I thought, of everyone I've ever watched Brock Lesnar face, I have never seen him like that. It wasn't a squash match as what I were expecting.
It was a hell of a lot better than I expected.
Oh, God, yeah.
AJ got a hell of a lot more in than I expected.
Yeah.
And grade?
A?
I'd go with an A minus.
I'll say, if you're looking at the whole thing, I would say this was in the top 3 best matches. Cracking match. Check it out. It's really very, very good. Very surprising.
And now we come to our main event of the evening.
Raw versus SmackDown 5-on-5 elimination man's match.
So, as we stand at the minute, it was 3-3. Both sets of shows have 3 wins each. So now, we got Kurt Angle, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, and Triple H taking on Shane McMahon, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura, and John Cena.
Yeah, it took a while for it to start. I did like the one bit where the camera caught Braun after throwing Shane McMahon back into the corner.
Yeah.
Rip your fucking head off. I thought that was quite funny.
What I really liked, and what again kind of pisses me off, in, what was it, maybe 2 minutes, Shinsuke and Finn being in the ring, Shinsuke Nakamura showed more of that flamboyant character than he has done since he's been on SmackDown, and everybody wanted it. Everybody was hot for it. Let Shinsuke Nakamura fight Finn Balor, please. Let them have a really good match, please. Don't just let them
stare at each other.
Stop ruining it. Just the way that like Shinsuke did his arms dangling, head against his chest release on the ropes, and then Finn switch it round, boop, too sweet on the forehead. It's just
Did you notice that Triple H did that with?
He did it with
Finn Balor at the beginning.
Too sweet,
it was like almost like hello.
Yeah, this is ours. Cease and desist.
Yeah,
thank you. This is the click.
Copywritten.
Yeah.
Trademarked.
We'll get into the eliminations, and it really, oh god, Shinsuke Nakamura being the first one pinned annoyed me. I have no issues with Braun Strowman pinning him. I have issues with him being the first one, and then Braun, another power slam, Bobby Roode, boom, gone. I did like the little interactions between Bobby Roode and Triple H.
I thought the match itself was all right. It could have been a lot better. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. It was nice because there was a good solid team for both, which has been a very long time since we've seen stuff like that.
Yeah.
Normally you have a weaker team or a weaker member, but every person in there was actually quite a strong team.
Apart from Shane McMahon.
Yeah, but Shane McMahon...
Ideally, as it should always be, Shane McMahon should have been eliminated first, because that's the way it always happens, but I guess it made sense with the end, if that end made sense, which it didn't.
But then it did if you go into Raw.
Yeah,
so...
Anyway, we'll run down... So, we've got to... Braun's just pinned Bobby Roode.
And then Braun gets put through a table by
all the team.
Even though Roode and Shin are eliminated, they somehow come back.
Yeah.
Being allowed. Joe and Finn start arguing with tagging each other in and that, and start pushing each other backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
Cena pins Joe. Angle.
2 ways.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Angle pins Cena with help from Balor.
Yeah.
Orton drops Balor with the
good RKO.
Yeah.
It was a good RKO.
And then Owens and Sammy comes into the arena.
Yeah.
Or back into the arena and starts attacking Shane.
Yeah.
As Shane's obviously on the outside, leaving Orton on his own. Shane then gets a chair and starts breaking crap out of them both.
Yeah.
And makes their way up to the entrance ramp.
Shane McMahon, the guy with grey hair, manages to chase off 2 fit 30-somethings.
I don't know. You've got...
Sorry,
Kevin.
1 fit and 1 fat 30-somethings.
It's like us. And by doing that, Braun has been able to slam Orton for a pin again.
Yeah.
However, the one downside I've got of this is if it's elimination, shouldn't your team still get in and break up the elimination if you're getting pinned?
Yeah.
No matter whether you're selling it or not.
Yeah.
And that's a small thing, but it's wrestling. Let us have it. And then Angle's in the ring.
And he's got
sorry. Triple H was in the ring.
Yeah.
And wanted to face him, and then Angle went, no, I want to do it. Tags himself in. Then Triple H turns around, takes offence to that, drops Angle with a pedigree, and drags Shane over Angle to get the pin.
Yeah.
Which leaves Triple H and Braun versus Shane.
Triple H is kind of standing beside Shane.
Yeah, like, are you alright, and everything like that. And then Triple H, looking at Braun Strowman, turns and drops Shane
with a devastating pedigree
for the pin and wins. And I love the dumbfound struck of Braun Strowman, like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
5-year-old finding out there's no Santa Claus. Sorry, spoiler.
He's already got a face that looks like a baby with a beard.
Yeah.
And for that to look confused is really quite wonderful.
And then Braun took exception to this and threw him by the throat into the corner, and Triple H sold it very well.
Yeah, I was just going to say Triple H is selling that choking by Braun Strowman. Wow.
As he walked away, Triple H tried attacking him from behind and got caught in a running power slam.
Yeah.
And got dropped. And Braun music played at the end when he walked out. Clearly, this, if you've seen Raw, This is what people have been saying, that this is to set up a feud with for Triple H and Kurt Angle to have their like nostalgia match at WrestleMania, and you could see that.
As you said at the beginning, a very good show. I would give it an overall grade.
What about that match?
Oh, that match. Yeah, I nearly forgot about that. Ugh.
I'll give it a generous B.
Yeah, I would go with C plus probably.
Okay.
It was definitely could have been better, but overall the pay-per-view.
If we do it from if we do good, bad, good, okay, awful.
I would say probably an A minus. It was really overall the quality of actual wrestling on show very good.
Yes,
very good.
I agree with you. Very good pay-per-view. By far of all the 4 big ones, the best one.
Most sort of solid, because although there might be downs, there's nothing that was absolutely awful, which there has been previously.
No, that's it really. Yeah.
And now comes the pimping. Jolly is of course still doing his work with the rather wonderful BWE, British Wrestling Entertainment.
Thank you very much.
And they have some shows coming up. Please
right.
Elaborate.
Right, well, we're in Halifax in December, and we're on Sunday, December 17th, at the Northbridge Leisure Centre. Cracking show. We'll have all the favourites for BWE talent from the British Bombshells division, some of the best working wrestlers in the UK, and we'll have some more debuts. Check us out on social media. We've got YouTube, we've got videos, clips, we've got matches, free matches on there. Subscribe, share, like, do the same thing. We're on Facebook. Just literally type in BWE Wrestling and you'll see a black logo with a gold lion on it. Give it a like. We post many things on there. Same with Twitter. Twitter handle is BWE Wrestling UK. We're on Instagram as BWE Wrestling. Again, Bombshells. Just check us out. It's our women's division. Got some fantastic women wrestling for us. Buy your tickets before the door. You get them cheaper on the door. As standard. Family friendly. Merch. Yeah, check us out. And hopefully 2018 it is going to be bigger because we've got more shows going on in the first 6 months than we have for this year. And we invite all our listeners, or all your listeners, sorry.
You're one of us. It's ours.
Yeah, okay. I feel honoured now. All of our listeners to check us out, even if you just have a look on our YouTube page. As I said, we've got you content on there, and you can follow me on Twitter at Jolly the Bear, on Instagram, and occasionally I post stuff on my Facebook page, which is Wrestling with the Bear. I'll promote the shit out of my fellow colleague here, as he's doing some fantastic work, and he's very much underappreciated and should be shown to what he's actually doing. So
I did not pay him for this.
No, it's a free plug. He's letting me plug my stuff. I'll plug him. So spot on. Support British wrestling.
I was just about to say, remember, support British wrestling.
Always support your British wrestling. It's the foundations, and the majority of all the people that you're going to see on local shows have already been on tryouts for WWE. Some of our lot have, and catch them before they go to WWE. And that's my pimping out.
Bragging.
Yeah, bragging rights.
Thank you very much for that. Everybody do all the things that he just said. And remember to like, share and subscribe to us, because
share us.
I don't want your money, I just want your love and attention.
We don't do this for money. We don't do it for anything other than the love of what we do. And we love talking about shit of wrestling and also the news in the world today, there's a lot of it.
I just like feeling popular, I'll be honest.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll subscribe. How's that?
What? You fuck you.
I'm kidding. I already do.
On that note, from me, the heftiest of hefty clefts, and from him, the jolliest of all the bears. Thank you for listening.
Good night.
Thank you for watching Survivor Series. And remember, it's not one sweet, it's not three sweet, it's too sweet. Goodbye.
Wow.
Glorious. No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend
I'd said D. There was just so much.
No, they're not divas anymore.
What?
They're women wrestlers.
I said D. Shut your fucking. Shut. I'll give you a D.